Right guys, so we've got to test a product today. I haven't got it, let me get it.
He hasn't got it, he's just going to get it.
Right guys, so we're testing a new product today. It's called the Swing Caddie. So you see it here. It is a affordable launch monitor.
I'd say it's more than affordable. I've seen a lot of people online talking about it recently as well.
Yeah, so there's quite a few of them. You've got the Vivo thing, you've got the different types of Swing Caddie ones. There's all sorts out there. This one's roughly 300-400 quid depending where you buy it. And compared to the 20 grand Trackmans and GT Quads and all that sort of stuff, it's a good price.
Yeah.
We're going to see if it's even worth buying, if it does what it's supposed to do.
I mean, you say at the start, you say, oh, it's 300 or 400 quid, and a lot of people go, that's not affordable. But then when you compare it to
compare it to 20 grand one. If you and a couple of mates buy one between you, you can use it at a range or that sort of stuff. Make a big difference. Well,
that's what we did, isn't it?
It's exactly what we did, yeah. It measures carry, swing speed, ball speed, all that sort of stuff. Let's see if it works and see if it's worth buying.
Yep.
Cause I'm mad rich, I'm the definition of what that is. Go hard, go home, go hard, go hard, go home, go hard, go hard, go home, go hard, go hard, go home. Touchdown like the end zone. When the circle turn the mind.
Basically what the app does is it connects directly to the Swing Caddie, lets you choose on there whether you're going to do practice, target, shows you your stats, can sync your data up. Got lots of stuff on here. Shows you all your previous sessions, what your averages are and things like that. So these stats are a bit skewed, you're going to see on the screen because they're between me and other people, not just myself. But if you have a look, you can go to practice. When you're on practice mode, you then can choose from what club you're going to hit. You can go through, when you do hit, it will show you your carry, your swing speed, ball speed, launch angle, apex, smash factor. So the only thing that you don't see live is your spin. For some reason it doesn't show you on screen or on here, but when you go into your stats it shows you what your ball spin is. You can also do targets, so a little game, you put your target out for whatever yardage you want.
And now spin, am I right in remembering that it only does spin on certain clubs and not?
It doesn't do it on like pitch measure below for some reason. I guess you can't capture it.
I guess it's a bit too complex for it.
But yeah, you can put whatever targets you want in there and try and hit those, which is always good. And then you can go to just your stats. So you can see here we've been using it a bit. So this is just showing this month. This is the first time we've used it this month. See club 8 iron, number of swings, carry average, all that sort of stuff. Shows you there and you can click into it. So the data's quite good.
Now, in terms of the data, when you're reviewing it back on your phone or in whatever other means there is, because we've both been hitting 8 irons and we've both been hitting 7 irons, is there an easy way to split that down, or is it just going to look as an average for both of us together, so it's going to be a bit skewed?
So the way we've done it, it's going to be skewed. Because it shows you, we've got it as just 1 7 iron, 1 8 iron.
Yeah.
You can add as many clubs as you want in from what I've seen. I've had no limit yet. And I know that because we did it with one of the hybrids before, and you can just name it whatever you want the clubs. You can just choose them clubs and name them 7 iron Donny, 7 iron Luke, and then see the stats from there. We haven't done that. But the stats are all good, the app's really good, works really well.
I'm mad rich, I'm the definition of what that is. Go hard, go home, go hard.
What most people are worried about is the accuracy. So what I do know from this one compared to the old one is it's a lot better on wedges and a lot better on driver. So the older one I think was the S200, I think this is the 300. The S200 was really bad if you're trying to do little delicate like 40 yard, 50 yard wedges. And then your drivers, anything over sort of 220, it wouldn't register very well, it would just give you a random number. These, I've seen them being tested against the 20 grand launch monitors, and they're at worst 2 or 3 yards out, and usually about 2 or 3 yards, if they are out, it's shorter than it actually is. So if it says on there 150, it's probably 152 or something.
And 2 or 3 yards, I mean...
For someone that's getting it that's not a pro...
Well, I'm going to say, like, if you get one of the 20 grand ones, is 2 or 3 yards within tolerance? I would say it is, even for those. I'm
happy with that. And someone of our level, we're not going to worry about 2 yards. We're not.
No. And I guess
see that.
Something, so a comparison between like Arcos, for example, in the Cobra clubs, is that accommodates for the wind and the weather, whereas this doesn't.
No, so this is just pure as it's. I believe it takes the ball speed as it leaves the club and doesn't take the whole flight like some of the others do. So it's quite accurate in terms of it doesn't account for you hitting into wind. It doesn't account for you hitting in bad cold weather or hot weather. It's just what it sees it as it leaves. The only issue is you can't change it to be your ball. So if you're hitting off a mat into a range and you're using range balls, you're still going to get whatever distance they would go. But if you've got a net, you can hit into a net and use your balls, and works just as well. In terms of the stats, the only thing that is slightly out is maybe that carry distance by 2 or 3 yards. From what we've seen comparing it across all the different more expensive launch monitors, is the ball speed is bang on, the apex is bang on.
I'll tell you something what I've found is a bit off with it. If you snap hook,
yes,
or if you completely slice the ball, it registers it as a reasonable shot.
Yeah, so if you hit a bad shot, so if you top one, you thin one across the floor, you hit a horrendous hook away, it sees that first part and doesn't register, but you know straight away that ball hasn't gone 160 yards like it says it has, because it's gone 5 yards in front of you or whatever.
And that's the difference between like the 20 grand ones, because if you've got like a GC quad or whatever, you can delete that entry because you know it's a bad hit. Whereas when you're going back through all these,
you can delete it in here too.
Yeah, I know, but when you're going back through these, you'd have to find them and you'd have to try and identify. Whereas it's really obvious on the more expensive ones. Whereas if you have a 100 ball range session and try and go through back afterwards and delete them all, that's
100%. Yeah, so you can go live and go in and delete it in the app, but yeah, it isn't as good. And the other thing that's probably a shortfall from those expensive ones is if you're having a home simulator, it's not going to show up on the screen. It doesn't have that software. You don't have that ability. It does show you a little picture of it when you're hitting, which will show you in the app of how high it's gone and that sort of stuff, but it's not an open course like it is with the GC quad and stuff. But let's hit a few and see how accurate it really is. Right, so obviously we're hitting off a mat, so I put it on this box for it to be the same level as the mat. There's a little Swing Caddie logo on the front, that's where you've got to line your ball up with. Let's see how it is. So you can see there, for me that's probably about 140, I would say, from how it's gone. It wasn't a great strike. And on here it's showing up 81 mile an hour, 140 carry, or 139 carry, so pretty happy with that. Let's try a few more. Let's try a half one, see if it registers it at the right speed. So that's flowing probably 70, so 56 swing speed. Picking it up quite nicely. A bit slower, probably about 150. So 147, 83 mile an hour. It's about my average swing speed now.
I'm going to put these up next to
I'll
the corner if you don't.
put stats up.
Oh,
That's about one.
that sounded nice, didn't it?
Weren't quite quick, but a nice strike. So yeah, 84 mile an hour, 155. Not the best, but not bad. And we can see we've got all the range numbers out there, so we can see where they're landing if they're quite accurate. And then that just flew past the 150, and on there it's 154. So seems about right.
I suppose that's something else that isn't part of it. It registers carry, not total.
Yeah, so 84,
so it doesn't
150
carry roll. It doesn't consider roll as well.
No, but when you're trying to work out your distance to your clubs, you don't want roll, do you? You want to work out how far you're carrying it. About 150-ish. Yeah, 153, 84. So, I mean, accuracy is not really an issue. We've seen it be tested against everything and know that it's quite accurate. We know that it's accurate enough when Luke obviously swings faster than me, obviously hits the ball further than me. His comes up with like 93, 94, 95, depending on how fast he's swinging that day for a 7-iron. Mine's about right. There isn't much you don't get with it for the price.
Tell you what annoys me about it is it tells you that you don't hit a very good shot because your smash factor's crap, but it doesn't tell you how to get better.
It doesn't.
It doesn't fix it for you.
No, you probably need a pro for that.
It just tells you like, nah, you didn't hit that one very well.
True.
Yeah, oh, cheers, mate. Thanks.
So yeah, it isn't. It's a tool to help you, but it doesn't going to tell you how to get better. But I think having this with you when you're going down to your range sessions, you're practicing, you're trying different things out, showing you your swing speed changing, showing you your height changing, your spin changing, your distance, is a good thing for you to be able to play around on your own. I think for the price, it's quite a lot of money still, even though it's cheap compared to others.
There are cheaper ones in the range though.
There are cheaper ones in the range, but then again, it's whether you're going
it goes down and down
wedges or drivers, and you need to care about. It does also shout out. We'll show you that. But where is it?
Do you want me to hit one so it can shout it out?
2, 3, 4.
You want it to be a big number, don't you?
Let's try one.
Alright, you try one and I'll try one and we'll take the biggest number, shall we?
Yeah, let's do that.
Alright.
$163 yards.
Take that.
It's not a bad. It's not a little bad benchmark, that is it? Eh?
85 mile an hour.
Considering the shot was horrendous.
But you can hear it's quite loud, and if you're on the range with other people,
yeah, it's not ideal, is it?
It's not ideal. It will annoy them.
173 yards.
Use that one, shall we?
That was a nice thin one for him to get that distance. That's
nice
good.
thin one, yeah. It was a low punchy one.
Low punchy one. That's what you went for.
That's what I went for.
But yeah, you see that, you can hear it.
You see everything in my swing there was the low punchy one.
Yeah, well, good to hear. So you see that the volume is there if you want it. If you're at home on a net, you don't want to keep looking at it. It tells you it. Your phone app does the same thing. If you turn it up, it will call it out for you. But for me, it's just annoying. I have it turned off.
I don't think it's annoying. I think it's just etiquette, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because you don't want it on to have to turn it off. Because if people are coming onto the range whilst it's blurting it out, it's a bit weird. But if you're at home into a net or you're entirely on your own, then I don't see the problem with it.
Yeah, and it's got 5 different volumes. You put it down to 1, you can barely hear it. No one else is going to hear it. It's fine, but I don't need it. I'm happy.
And I guess if you had the app on your phone and you had your headphone in and had your headphones in, then yeah, it wouldn't be a problem at all. If you were so inclined. I'm impressed you're still hitting that 7-iron because like the head's about to come off.
The head is about to come off.
I want you to keep swinging until the head comes off.
That was nice, 85.
I want you to keep swinging until the head comes off for the video, please.
So my 8-iron came off the other day, and my 7-iron's on its way. It's a little bit going. Probably would have hit that, probably 190 if it was stuck on.
Yeah. That's how it works.
But new clubs are on the way, so we'll show you them when they come. Do a little what's in the bag for everyone when we've got all our clubs ready.
We'll just do what's in the bag when your stuff comes.
And then we'll do another one for
I don't plan on changing that much in mine for a while.
Cool. Right, anyway, we'll show you what it is. For me, it's worth it. I think the amount of money it costs is minimal in comparison to how much it's going to help you. You have it for years. Share it between a couple of you. I think it's great. See you next time.
I'm the definition of what that is.